Hi guys, how's it going on this Tuesday? Hi Leslie. Yes. See, oh, thank you honestly, Leslie, you are like one of the sweetest women I've never even met. So we need to have a coffee date for real in person. I feel like you're like one of my long lost sisters and we need to, make that happen. Yay. Okay. So we got some likes. Awesome. Okay. So yes, to answer your question, my dad is doing well. He is home, yay, and he is already being a super pain in the butt. So, hey, Brian. Yeah, he's already being back to his normal self. He's being a super pain in the ass. And he, basically has said that I'm his in-person taxi, for lack of better words. And so, yeah, I get to chauffeur his little butt around town and to blood work and all that fun stuff. So, yeah, but he's home, so that's all that matters. So thank you so much for asking. I don't know where you guys are all tuning in from. If you guys want to drop a comment and let me know where you're tuning in from. But I keep looking up, but I thought we were supposed to get our snowstorm tomorrow. I'm in New Hampshire, so we have like this huge major snowstorm warning for tomorrow, but it's already freaking snowing. So I'm like, all right, weathermen, they make way too much money because they are very unreliable. But yeah, so if you are hopping on the live, or if you're going to be tuning into the replay, today we are talking about one of the biggest lessons that I had to learn myself in business. And so it's something that is very near and dear to my heart because it was something that I've struggled with myself a lot. Hey, Rochelle! Yay! Yes, girl, I know you're from New York. You were here last time. Thank you so much for coming back. I hope I didn't scare you away. Well, clearly I didn't. Yay! So this is a topic that is near and dear to my heart just because it is something that I think as business owners, we all struggle with at one point or another in our business. And so, yeah, I think this is going to be a good talk today. So, it's not going to be really a note taker. No, it's not. It's not really one of those days. It's going to be more of a, like, let's sip our coffee. Let's chat. Like, we're going to have a real conversation. Girl, Brian, it's always snowing in Colorado Springs, I feel. Like, I feel like that's just like par for the course. Yay, Rochelle. Thank you. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, I'm so happy. So yeah, so I'm going to switch things up a little bit. So how many coffee chats have we had now, guys? Does anyone know? I can't wait. Well, we've done one every Tuesday. This is the first Tuesday of February. So 5, right? So this is our 5th one. The other ones have all kind of been more like business related, like, there are actionable tips that you can take away. There are, whatnot. But this one's going to be a little bit more conversational. Yeah. So let me just pull up my notes, though, because I did want to have something to go off of. So anyway, I digress. Let's dive in. Yeah. All right. So the title of this week's coffee chat is, stay in your lane when FOMO'S riding shotgun. And I'm sorry, but the title makes me laugh every single time. So you guys are probably like, all right, Lauren's at it again. We all struggle with this. And if you are saying to yourself, no, I don't, then clearly you either are like a master at being in total alignment with yourself, or you are full of shit and your eyes are turning brown. So yay. Hey, Beverly, good morning. So to break down the title a little bit more, I've had a couple people like, what does the title even mean for this week's coffee chat? It's about avoiding the comparison game. Okay. It's about, how to still be part of the cutting edge of your industry niche, but not comparing yourself to others. And we live in this society, and, give me a heart or a like or whatever if you agree to this, but we live in a society that is very go, 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 right? Like we have to have the best of the best. We have to have like the newest technology, like when the new iPhone comes out, like, you know, you're on it. Or when the new Droid comes out, like you're on it. So we live in a society that is very much, you know, fast paced. And so with that though comes this feeling of missing out, right? Like we're missing out on something all the freaking time because there's so much happening all the time, right? Like, I don't know about you, but I feel like I'll show you guys. Like this is my tiny little office here. Like, yep, woo, there's the other computer. Like it's tiny. Like it's small. And this is where I am every single day. So it's not like I have somebody to be like, oh, hey, you know, how's it going? It's, you kind of are in your own little world. And so you don't know half the time what's going on outside your window, right? Unless you work at a venue or you work in an office situation or, you know, you have an office outside your home. So what I'm trying to say though is that FOMO, the fear of missing out, has truly become an integral part of our industry because our industry is always evolving. It's always changing. We always have to know what the new and upcoming trends are, right? I mean, and that goes for anybody in any creative industry. So what I kind of want to talk about a little bit more today, I'm just turning my computer so I have my notes. What I want to talk about is how we can once and for all truly stop the comparison game. So I'll be totally honest with you, okay? 100% transparent, putting it all on the table. You guys that know me well enough know, like, that's how I am. So I myself was victim to the comparison game and comparisonitis, and just recently this past spring. So when I started to make the transition from being a wedding planner to doing what I do now and helping you guys, I felt like I wasn't good enough, right? Like, isn't that really the heart of why we all do the whole comparing thing, right? Like, does that make sense? Or maybe it's just me. Like, maybe I'm the only one that is like, I'm not good enough. I need help, like that. Well, anyway, long story short, I had joined a mastermind group, very expensive mastermind group. And because I felt like I needed more help, right? And so I felt like I needed guidance from somebody that knew more than me, right? Yeah, well, long story short, fast forward to February 2018, it took me a lot of money, thousands of dollars, to realize that's bullshit. I'm good enough. I don't need your help. The way that you do things isn't the same way that I do things. And it took me that kind of situation to realize that. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about with you guys today is the very expensive lessons that I learned from that situation. Okay, so raise your hand, like raise your hand, pretend like I'm sitting right next to you. Raise your hand if you have purchased at least 3 courses in your lifetime. You've invested in 3 different courses online and you didn't finish any of them. Or maybe you didn't finish 2 of them or 1 of them, okay? How many people have done that? I'm guilty of this. I'm a victim of this. Like, I don't even know how many courses I've purchased and just not finished. Or like, you know, whatever. So how... Girl, you are good enough. And that's why we're doing the talk today. And I keep seeing, so I myself, I need to stop doing this right here, what I'm about to talk about. I can see how many people are on live at the moment and who, you know, I can't see who's hopping on enough, but I can see the numbers just like dwindling down. And so I know this talk isn't something that is like revolutionary, but this is something that I feel like we all need to hear. Okay. And so, nope, there's another one gone again, right? So it's totally fine. So I just want to talk about this a little bit more today. Okay. So how many emails are in your inbox right now that are promising something that will completely change your business. Okay. It could be a quick fix. It could be a course. It could be, one-on-one coaching. It could be any of those things. Like, how many emails do you think you have in your inbox right now? Right? I just want you to like either put it in the comments or think about it, because this is the reality of our society. And this is the reality of being part of this industry, is we are bombarded with shit, right? Like, we are just bombarded with shit. And so the last question I have is, how many of you feel like you are running on information overload? Okay, like 60, hundreds. Okay, yeah, for the number of emails in your inbox, right? I'm the same way. But then I have moments like this where I'm like, F that. And I go through and I unflag them and I delete them. And then, do you know, like the weight that's just lifted? Because you're like, oh my God, I'll figure it out on my own if I need to figure it out, right? So if you feel like you're running on information overload, if you feel like you are always doing the comparison game all day, every day, so true though, right? Like, and that's where a lot of business coaches are able to reel you in, right? Is because it's like the clickbait. It's like they're saying to you, oh my God, I finally found like the holy grail, and it's going to change your business. It's going to change your life, and it's going to be amazing, and blah, blah, blah. You have to have it. And so in your mind, you're like, oh my God, maybe this is finally it. Like, maybe this is finally it. Like, I finally found the answer. And how many times have you ever been able to say, yes, I found it. Like, yes, that was the answer I was looking for. Okay? Right, Leslie. Yes, information overload, but it's not all useful information. And so the whole idea with this FOMO and like this comparison game and feeling like you're missing out on, what the experts in your industry, like, whether if you're in planning like David Tutera or, oh my God, I'm totally blanking out on everything right now. We'll just move forward. If you're a photographer, like Caitlin James or, Susan Stripling or, whomever, like, you feel like you are going to be amazing like them if you find out what their secret sauce is, right? Like, we put these people on this pedestal. And then we're like, oh my God, what did they do? How did they get there? Like, right? And so this is what we're going to talk about today. Like, this is just a little bit. Like, I'm not going to bore you to tears with it, because I can see it's resonating with those of you on the live. And if it resonates with you, if you're watching the replay in a little bit or, later on, please, like, drop a comment, because I knew that this was a topic that wasn't going to have like all kinds of, fireworks and light bulbs and everything, but it's something that really needs to be addressed, because it's something that is really, I'm seeing it happen to more and more of my own clients. I'm seeing it happen to people that come to me for help with their own business. And it's like they, spent thousands of dollars on this program or this thing or this quick fix, and it didn't help them. And it's killing me. It's literally killing me, guys. Like, it hurts my heart, because we all fall victim to it. So I'm just going to go and talk about really quickly a couple things on how you can stop to do the whole comparison game. Okay. A couple things that I have found that have worked for me. And one, like we just talked about a little bit, is truly going through and unflagging, deleting, getting rid of the emails that you are holding on to because you feel like something in there might help you, right? So delete them, get rid of it, all right? The other thing that I really want to drive home for you guys is you can't compare your life, your real life, to what you are seeing online for someone else, okay? Because unless you are friends with that person, like behind the scenes, you don't know the struggle that they're going through. You don't know, how much they suffer every day Right, Erica? Yes, delete that ish. Like, okay, Erica, I have to tell you, I made it a point today. I'm like I'm coming down to my office, grabbing my coffee, and I'm like, all right, today, Lauren, still be you, do you, boo, but don't swear as much just in case Erica's little one is watching too. I'm not even kidding. Oh my gosh, because I know. Yeah, I know. So anyway, let me ask you this question, okay? And I want you guys to drop something in the comments. I want to get this conversation going because this is another point that I found was like a freaking bomb for me. How many of you are amazing? Like you kick ass at finding fill in the blank. It could literally be anything. It could be finding someone else's strengths, finding someone else's, I don't even know, what they do really well, or finding, showing or telling someone else how well they do X. Okay, right? Oh, cool. Okay, he's back in school. Little one doesn't know any better. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. But how many of you are really, really good at showing someone else how to do X? Or, you can tell them how to do this thing really well. But when it comes to you, when it comes to your own stuff, okay? When it comes to doing the same exact thing for you, and I'll give you an example. I have no problem pointing out what someone has for strengths. Even in like 15 minutes of talking with you, I can literally say to you, yes, you kick ass at this, you are really good at this, and you do this like no other, okay? That's just something I'm good at. But when it comes to my own stuff, when it comes to my own shit, like when it comes to what do I do well, like what is my strength? Game over. I can't do it. Okay? I can't do it. And that is part of this whole comparison game. It's part of this living up to. It's part of this wanting to be as good as, right? And so it's one of those things that it's interesting because we all do it, right? We all suffer from this, but there are ways to kind of curb it a little bit, right? Okay. So, does that make sense to people? Like you can show someone how to fish, but you can't catch a fish yourself. Okay. Like, does that make sense? And it really does. It has to do with this whole comparison game, because when it comes to you, it's not as easy to point out the strengths, right? Why is that? Why is that? I'm not going to dive into the psychology of it and bore the tears out of everyone, but it has to do with the psychology. So anyway, I'm not going to go there. But there are 5 ways that I think you guys can kind of take away and start implementing in your own business on how to stop comparing yourself to others, how to stop watching your competition or, whatever. There are ways to stay inspired, but I have found my business in every single stage, okay? When I was a studio manager, when I was planning weddings actively, and now in Wedding Boss, there have been times where I struggled like no other. We all have, right? Like, can I get an amen, right? Like, there are days that suck, hard, but the one common denominator in every single instance in my own life, when I have truly flourished and started raking in the cash and having ideal clients and all of that, it truly was when I stopped caring what everyone else was doing and I just started doing me. So that is the stay in the lane, stay in your own lane. Don't don't worry about what other people are doing, okay? It doesn't friggin' matter, because what happens is when you start watching and you start looking at what someone else is doing in your specification, you start forming goals that are no longer your own, right? You see somebody that just went to, I don't know, freaking Hawaii, okay? They went to Hawaii because there was a conference there, okay? You saw them. They were going to a conference in Hawaii. Yay! Like, don't get me wrong, I'd love to go to a conference in Hawaii. But you then all of a sudden are like, oh my God. Okay, well, I guess I need to go to a conference in Hawaii because that person's killing it, right? Like, I need to go. No, stop doing that. Like, don't do that anymore. Where is this light coming from? Oh, the sun is like all kinds of crazy all of a sudden. Hold, please. It's a nasty, vicious cycle. It's like this vicious cycle that we all get caught up in, right? And it's bullshit. It's bullshit. And we don't need that kind of stress. Like, if you are running a business, you know, you wear all the hats. Unless you have assistants, unless you have interns, you know, unless you have a team of people, you are wearing all the hats. Don't put that stress on your plate too. Don't do that to yourself because it's not worth it. But what I was trying to say is I have truly felt successful in my own right when I have unfollowed, when I have I don't even know, friended. I mean, I don't think I've ever unfriended anyone, but stopped like seeing notifications, when I have like just not had those people that I do that with in my radar anymore, I take off. Because then I'm becoming more in alignment with the shit I want to do, the stuff that means most to me, and the stuff that I feel like in my heart is going to best serve people, right? Does that make sense for you guys? Like, am I being like all kinds of too like, ooh, like therapy session? Like, I'm totally not trying to do that with this coffee chat, and I was afraid that it would kind of go there, so I don't want that. We all need a reminder, right? Like, we all need the reminder that it's okay to be who we are, and it's okay to have our own goals. You don't need to share that with the world, and you don't need to pay attention to what everyone else is doing. Does that make sense? Yeah, no, mer. I know there's a delay, so I'm gonna hold on a little bit. Okay, good. Did you guys just see that? Like, because right now, the only people that I care about are you guys. Like, legit, you guys. I just want to make sure that, oh, thanks, Brienne. You just gave me goosebumps, and you know what that means. Good. Okay, good. I just want to make sure if you are going to take an hour out of your day to listen to me ramble on about Lord knows what, I just want to make sure that is helping you, okay? Like, and so that, for me, that's it. Like, that's all that matters to me. I could care less if I make a fool out of myself, okay? Yay! How are you doing, love? Yay! Okay, good. All right, thanks, guys. See how excited and lit up it makes me when I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Okay, so the key points, and then let's have a group chat, all right? Like, let's get this conversation going, because you guys know I want to answer your questions, I want to help you, I want to lift you up, I want to love on you. But the key points that I want you guys to maybe write them down. I don't know. Oh, yay, thank you, Beverly. That means so much to me, because see, I'm sometimes too. I'm like comparison game. You know, right now, I'll be totally honest. Right now, right now we just went from 8 people live to 6 people live. It's not like we have 600 people live watching, right? So for me, it's like, oh God, and you know, is it really good? You know, I do the comparison game too, but I've stopped doing it in areas that I have paid attention to. Okay, so Oh, Brian, that's like the best compliment ever. Hi, husband. No. Good, because I was totally feeling like I was sounding like a nut job today. So I'm glad it, like, okay, good. All right. So first and foremost, realize that nobody's life is friggin' perfect. All right. Everybody's life sucks at some point. Tiffany! Ah! Hi, babe. Mwah. Thank you. Okay. Realize that no one's life is friggin' perfect. There are moments that suck. If I had never said anything about my father, which I tried really hard not to do, because again, you know, it's all kinds of personal stuff and business stuff and meh. But if I hadn't said anything, you guys would have never known, right? So, but you just would have been like, oh, maybe one day you would have been like, Lauren's off. Like, what the hell's her problem? You wouldn't know, right? So just realize that no one's life is perfect. What they put on social media is only one-sided. Unless they give 0 Fs and they just put it out there. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do, because I feel like social media is such a great outlet for so many people, but it needs to be more real, right? Like, can I get an amen? God, if I see one more freaking selfie of someone at a bar, like, and all kinds of dolled up, and then to come to find out, like, they just had their makeup trial for a wedding. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yes, they're beautiful, they're perfect looking, whatever, but, like, no one's life is perfect, okay? So, there's that rant. Count your blessings, all right? Count your blessings. Like, the thing that has truly changed, it only takes one small pebble, right? Like, what is that? Like, I'm not overly religious in the sense that, like, I've never read the Bible in its entirety. Like, yay! Mwah. Thanks, Tiffany. Thank you. I've never, I mean, I used to go to church, you know, and I am very spiritual, but I'm not, like, mainstream religious. Okay, there's a reason why I'm saying this, so everybody hold on. Once I started to seriously be able to take small wins, little victories, and make note of them, you know, like, if you're having a shit day and all of a sudden, you know, like, you find $5 on the ground, okay, like, yes, that's awesome, like, that's a small win, but it goes even deeper than that. Like, if I know I'm having a real shit day, I go outside. I go outside and I sit outside on the grass if I can when it's not February, and I just watch and I just listen, because the birds don't give a shit about what's going on social media. The you know, squirrel that just stole a nut from someone else, you know, they don't care. Like, it just is helpful because it grounds you, right? Like, it just brings you back down. Like, it brings you back to reality. And once you start to find even, like, the smallest little, like, wins, those start to add up. And then you start to see the positive in anything and everything. And I'm not saying you guys aren't positive by any stretch of the imagination. But what I am trying to say is we all have moments when we're like, like, right? We all have those moments. So just remember that the next day is a new day. And that is, like, one philosophy that really has helped me, especially with this comparison game. Okay, so there's that. Boom, here's a big one. Yay, oh good, okay. Consider the source. Consider the source of your bad feelings, okay? If you are, like, about something, all of a sudden, like, you were having a decent day, maybe it wasn't, like, you know, cloud 9, like, you know, you're not sure if I have any of those moments. Oh, well, that's good, Leslie. You know, maybe you're not having the best of days, but you're not having a bad day. Like, just realize if for some reason all of a sudden you're like, ugh, you know, and you're not feeling it anymore, you're not in a good mood anymore. Why? Where did that come from? What triggered that, right? Like, did you see that, you know, your main competition I don't know, just won like a huge award that you were trying to go after, did, whatever. Consider the source. Like, it's, yay, Courtney's here, yay. Consider the source. And so, like, in my notes, I'm saying, if I were to, be looking at a friend's, Facebook album and I see that they went on a trip to Greece, and then I start to think to myself, oh man, I wish I had money to go to Greece. Like, what is that, like, what good is that doing for you? Click out of that and move on. Like, when you start to say, I wish, turn it around, okay? Like, start to turn it around for yourself and say, oh, that looks awesome. Like, no, I'm totally going to go to Greece someday. Like, make it an affirmative, all right? So, because when you start to turn things around for yourself, I'm telling you, it starts to snowball in a good way, okay? So, another point, so this is the fourth point, the second to last one, to help with the freaking comparison game, play up your assets, okay? Play up your strengths. And this isn't saying lie about it. What I mean is, if you are like amazing at, I don't even know, like you are amazing at calligraphy, and calligraphy maybe isn't like your actual, specialization, but say you're amazing at calligraphy. Show people that. That's okay. It's okay to boast once in a while, because it's not being, you're not doing it in a bad way, right? Like you're highlighting what you are good at, because we're so often so quick to show people like, or talk about what we're not good at, right? No, like if you feel like it's okay to be like, oh man, I really suck at math, then it's the same thing. You should start saying, oh man, did you see this? Like, I can't believe I did this, right? It's just those simple switches and those simple flips that really start to make a difference for people. And so, the last one that I want to talk about, and then let's just chat and talk and whatever, but the last one that I want to say is accept yourself for who you are, where you're at the current moment, okay? You don't need to compare yourself to anybody else. You don't need to be better than anybody else. You only need to be growing and comparing yourself to who you were yesterday, okay? Because those are the small wins. Like, those are how you are going to better yourself, is when you start to look back and be like, oh my God, do you remember? Like, I had no idea how to build a sales funnel. I don't even know. I had no idea how to do email marketing, 6 months ago. Look at that and be like, oh my God, yes, I did it. Okay. So enough of that. But yeah, I'll wrap it up with saying, like, I stopped giving a damn about what other people thought about me when I began to own who I was. It was when I wasn't in alignment. It was when I was trying to like reach these goals that weren't mine anymore. Like they were like freaking, whose did I, take along the way? Like whose did I, find along the way? Like, no. When you really take an inventory of like, okay, is this me or is this someone else? When you do that, when you strip that away, you don't care anymore. You don't care anymore what people think about you and the success of your business or, anything like that, because you're being true to you. And that's all that matters at the end of the day, right? So, yeah, that's it. Oh, Brian, you're so sweet. Pin this live chat. Well, I hope everybody feels that way. I know I said this earlier, but like I knew this wasn't going to be like a groundbreaking, like, oh my God, look at this, chat. Like, I know. And I've literally watched the numbers like go up, 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 and then down, 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 down. Like people are hopping on and off, and that's totally fine. But I hope that everybody can take away with like one small piece of this, and then we'll get back to like the normal, like, yeah, okay, like FOMO, I don't care about FOMO because Lauren's got me. Like, I know she's going to tell me what I need to know, right? Oh, yay, thank you, Emily. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's open this bitch up, all right? I want you guys to know and to feel and to realize it's okay. Let's chat about stuff. Like, what's your one biggest struggle that you're always like comparing yourself to, you know, something else? Like, what's the one thing you're always like, like, we all have one, so I don't even want to hear that you have none because I have one and I'll tell you, but I want to hear from you guys. Like, what is something that you are always afraid that you aren't living up to something, or does that make sense? Like, what do you feel badly about? Like, you know, what do you feel badly about in your business? Like, what do you feel like you need to stop comparing, right? Like, I just want to know, because you talking about it, here comes the psychology of it. It's called catharsis, okay? And it's literally just means talking something out makes you feel better about something. It's just how it goes. And then you're almost able to move forward, okay? You may need to do a little bit more work with it, but bringing it to the surface, really digging deep and like realizing, oh shit, I didn't even know I did that. Like, talking about it is going to put it to rest. It's going to put it to bed. And sometimes you just need to be able to, like, you know, converse with someone else and get it out there. Like, we all need to be able to talk to somebody once in a while. And that's one of the other struggles of this, you know, this being part of this industry where we work for ourselves, right? We're alone 90% of the time. So Brienne, my biggest thing that I'm afraid of is, one, people don't like me. Yeah, that's like one of the biggest ones. And two, I don't want to post too much or seem I'm all about myself. Girl, I don't want to negate it because it is, I'm sure, a definite like feelings that you have. But to talk about number two for you, you don't want to post too much. The rule of thumb, if you're posting like on your business page, if we're talking like that kind of posting, not everyone is going to see it. So you need to post something 7 times in order for everybody to be able to see it. Swear to God. Like, the algorithm with Facebook now sucks even more than it did before. I don't care what other people are saying. It sucks, because even though you have all these people that like your group, it doesn't mean that they're going to be able to actually see your stuff. And it's the same thing with us, with Wedding Boss. Like, it you know, they don't always see it. So don't feel like you're posting too much, because people wouldn't have liked your page or joined your group if there wasn't something that resonated with them that you do, right? So they want to hear from you. They want to know what you have to say. They want to see what you are posting, because they joined your group, like they liked your page. And the people that, you know, may unlike or unfollow or whatever, they're not your ideal clients anyway. And that's one thing that I've had to really adjust and realize too, because like with email marketing, like I try really hard not to over spam you guys, you know, with emails, because I hate all the emails all the time. And then, you know, every single time I send out an email, I get plenty of unsubscribes, right? But what I have to remind myself is that those people weren't meant to be part of my tribe anyway. And that's okay, right? So that, you know, that's the only thing I'll say. And it's not even advice, but it's just like, that's one thing I want to, you know, just mention for that. But, and people don't like you, or, you know, that point, all I would say to that is, anytime we have like an insecurity in that regard, self-esteem, or, you know, loving on yourself or anything like that, it's always reflected as people don't like me. So what I would say to that is, work on you, girl. Like, work on you, love on you, pamper yourself, because when you start to get more and more comfortable in your own skin, then that goes away, right? Like it just does. It just falls away. So if you ever are like, oh my God, I don't know if people like me or not. We all do it at some point, but it goes away much quicker when we're comfortable with who we are as a person. Does that make sense? Like, yeah. So lastly, I find it hard to sell myself in print. Easier for me in person, yep, but cannot always get the in-person meeting. So I have to point this out. So on my screen, what I can see is there are 6 people watching right now. We've got 6 thumbs ups, like 6 likes, and 6 hearts. So this happened last week, I think, too. 333 came up. 666. Can somebody please hop on to Google and just type in 666 angel numbers? Just type it in and post it in the comments, like copy and paste what it actually says, because what we're doing right now, this talk, and what that means is huge right now. Huge, like huge. So I think everybody needs to see what it means. So if one of you wouldn't mind just hopping on and posting it or pasting it, that would be amazing. But Leslie, yes, you find it hard to sell yourself in print. And that is, I'm the same way. I'm the same exact way, because I'm like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I know what I do. I know my services, but how do I convey that to, someone else? In the same exact way. So the way that I was able to solve that for my own self was I hired a copywriter for my services page. Not even kidding. If you notice, I don't really have a services page on my website. I mean, I list, some things that I do, but there's nothing like cut and dryly like, oh, well, you can hire Lauren for this or for this or for this. Like, I don't have one either. She's working on it as we speak. So when I say I totally understand, I'm the same exact way, because when someone hops on the phone with me and they're like, well, what do you do? Or, whatever, then it's like game over. I can, because they can hear it in your voice. You can, talk about it, but it's like having to actually put it on paper also means that it's real. Does that make sense? Like, sometimes you need someone else to see your services and see what you do in their own words, and then help you to put it into words. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like such a nut job today. All right. So, oh, yay. Okay. All right. Yay. Okay. So people put the, angel number 666. Yes. Align your thoughts with the universe. Okay. Yes. 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 Okay. All right. Like, fucking boom. I can't make this shit up, guys. I really can't. And so so I think one of the reasons why I felt so strongly about doing this talk was because I was fighting my own shit. I was fighting my own stuff. I was not wanting to be true to who I was, and I was doing the comparison game because I felt like there's no way that I could do this for our industry because no one else does it. Okay? So the 6 of you that are on here right now, and anyone that watches the replay, you get to, like, there's a reason you 6 are on here right now. All right? Here comes the woo. Here comes the woo-woo. All right? The reason the 6 of you are on here right now is because you needed to hear this message for some reason. There is something happening in your life. Here come the goosebumps. I don't know. Can you guys see them? Like, I always say it, but then, like, Oh, yes, you can. I can see him. Ha ha. Okay. Sorry, I just got real excited. The reason why you guys are here is because there's something that was said today that you needed to hear. Okay? And I'm about to drop, and now you guys are going to have to hold me accountable to it. I'm about to drop something that I have, I guess, really been scared about saying out loud. But I am pretty much, I think, the only person ever that is part of the wedding industry, that's an educator, that's a leader, that's whatever, that is going to openly start to incorporate more of my intuitive gifts. Yep, I just said that. So, for the longest time, I have two really good friends. Their names are Dove and Nicole. We met just this past year, and they are energy healers. And they, long story short, they did a room clearing, okay? They did a room clearing, and when everything was done, Nicole and I looked at each other from literally across the room. We both started bawling. No reason. Like, nothing. And she said to me, you haven't even begun to tap into what you're about to do. Oh, there they are. Like, they're, oh, yeah. And I was like, all right. She said, you literally are going to be doing something that no one else has done in this industry for you. I was like, okay. Sure. Yep. So for those of you who have had like one-on-one coffee chats with me, on the phone, or, are working with me in, more of a intimate way, like VIP sessions or whatever, like Brienne, can you attest to this? I'm not trying to call you out, but you are here, and yours just like comes to mind immediately. I'm able to literally listen to what someone is telling me, and I'm able to, as cheesy as this sounds, and I need to stop doing that, but as cheesy as it sounds, I'm able to literally fill in the gaps for you because I'm intuitively able to feel what's missing for you in your business and your life. And so, yeah. If Tracy hops on for the replay or later, she'll attest to this too, I think. Because we had a chat last week, and it was like for her. So I'm able to fill in the gaps for you that nobody else can really do. So now that I've put that out there into the universe, I guess it's something that's really going to be happening. So yeah. So, with that being said, so now we have 7 people watching. Hi, new person that came on, because there's a reason that I was looking at numbers. Do you guys, so now that you know that, and now that it's out there, would you like me to pull a card for you today? Would you like me to pull a goddess card for you today? Would you like me to, it'll be a message that it will apply to everybody. I don't know if that's something you guys want me to do or not, so I'm asking you if you're on here. There's obviously a reason why this coffee chat happened, because, yeah, that's all. That's it. And I just spilled coffee everywhere. Meh. Yeah, that's, we got one yes. Okay, Holly. Yes, Leslie. Okay. I just don't want to, make anybody ever feel uncomfortable. That's not my jam. Oh my God, yes, okay. It's not my jam, okay? So, that being said, we might go it's 10:55, so if you have to leave at 11, I've got 5 minutes. We might go a couple minutes over. I'm gonna try real hard not to. Okay, so that, I think, 7th person left. Sorry. Okay. Oh, Holly. I'm always channeling you. Oh, I hope not, Brienne. I'm not using the same deck. Okay. So, I think I know everyone that's on here. Alright, so we got Tiffany, Leslie, Brienne, Holly, Beverly, Emily. Yeah, okay, so my girls. Alright, cool. Alright, so... Oh my god. So... Hold on. Without getting, like, all kinds... Oh, Courtney, hi! Your connection keeps going in and out. I'm so sorry, babe. Okay, so if you missed any of that, Courtney, we're about to do a... I'm about to pull a card for you. A goddess card. It's going to apply for everybody that is watching today. My guides right now are literally... They're jumping up and down, and they're literally like throwing a party, and they're laughing, and they're smiling, and they're like, ah! They're so happy that this is happening right now. So obviously this is what was supposed to happen. But because of the comparison game and my own insecurities, I wasn't going to let it happen. But, alright, give me 1 second. At this time, I ask that Archangel Michael come through, please, to create a safe and loving space. At this time, I ask that anybody watching this coffee chat, any of their guides, angels, those that have walked with them throughout all time and eternity, please step forward if they would like to be present for this reading. Ooh, there it is. Didn't take much on that. All right, here it is. So it is start delegating. So, and I actually got this a couple days ago. So this must be a common theme for a lot of people at the moment. Does that make sense for anybody? Here, let me read. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. When you feel resentment in your heart because you're carrying more than your share of the load, you're doing no favors for anyone, including yourself. You need to ask for help to ensure that you have private time for contemplation and rest. One of the reasons why I'm able to sit so peacefully is that I know the secret of true productivity. It doesn't come through the struggle or strife. Rather, it comes from a clear and focused mind that's unchallenged by indecisiveness. You see, making decisions is the shortest route to triumphant passages. Once you make up your mind, the rest follows quite naturally. I therefore urge you to sit quietly and follow the footsteps of your mind. Be open to your heart's meanderings. They will quietly lead you to make your most important decisions, and the rest will fall into place. So the various meanings, yep, this is resonating already for everybody. Don't try to be a superwoman. Ask your partner for help. Accept assistance as it's offered to you. Release guilt or the belief that it's weak to ask for help. All right, so we got a heart. I just dropped an M&M in excitement. Ha! Wow. Yep. Why is this so... Well then, and there we are. God, I love you guys. Really, truly, I love you. And thank you for providing a safe space for me. So just know that anytime I'm ever talking with you guys or ever, giving you advice or whatever, it's not necessarily always coming from me, as weird as that sounds. Holly, I don't know if that's like a yes, that's accurate, or no, you're batshit crazy. I don't know. Do you ladies have time? Do you guys have time? Because I feel like I'm supposed to pull one more. Okay, I'm gonna do it really quick because I know everyone has stuff they need to do, so I'm gonna do it really, really quick. Okay? Really so true. Okay. Okay. Give me 1 second. I promise I will be quick as possible. There's a reason why, though. Yep, here they come. You guys are supposed to hear this next one. So I'm gonna try to be as quick, okay? Because I respect your time just as much as I love you guys for being here and spending the time with me. So, okay, here we go. Woo! There's a lot of energy on this one. Okay, guys. Okay, all right. Okay. Woo! Woo! All right. At this time, I ask for all of those that are watching, all of their guides that have chosen to be present, please help to deliver a message for everybody that is tuning in, a message for them for this week. Okay, you ready? Okay, here we go. So, woohoo! Okay, here we go. Here's the talk. All right. God, I love when this happens. Okay. Boundaries. Oh, I love it. That resonates so much for you guys. I don't know why. So anyway, the very first card is just the general theme. It's the general meaning, the general thing that you are supposed to know. Okay? So love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. A sincere desire to give of service is wonderful. However, there's a distinction between giving of yourself and giving up yourself. If you feel tired, guilty, or resentful while helping others, then you're not truly helping them, are you? You're injecting poisonous energies into the relationship and then no one benefits. Step back and reassess the situation. As you respect your own boundaries, others will begin to recognize and respect them within you and within themselves as well. Now, that's a healthy behavior to teach others. So, other meanings, you're giving too much right now. Become more assertive. Don't do things out of guilt or obligation. Okay? So, that's the general, that is the message, okay? This next card is the block to actually be able to put up those boundaries. Does that make sense? Holy shit. Yep. Wow. Okay. Whew. A lot of energy today. A lot of energy. So everybody that either watches the replay or is watching this live, you are literally leveling up as we speak, okay? You are going through a transformation. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So, what I'm being told to tell you is that you are in the midst of literally leveling the F up. So I see a painting, and there are obviously steps in painting, right? Like you have your canvas and then you start to maybe do a general sketch. I don't know. I don't paint. My sister does. I don't paint. But you have an outline maybe. This is what I'm seeing. And then you add the color. And so right now, can you see the goosebumps? Yeah. Right now, you literally are doing the last few strokes of color. Holy shit. You're doing the last few strokes of color, and everybody, the last step is to put your signature on it. Okay? So what you need to know is you are almost done with your transformation. Okay. So bye, Holly. Love you. You're almost there. Okay. So keep going. So the solution to your block is the fact that you are in the middle of transforming and you're about to up level. Prosperity. A wave of abundance literally is about to hit you guys. So take that for what it is, but just know that it's coming. Okay? The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Asking for help, right? Oh, wait, that's not the right card. Where the hell did it go? Ah! You guys remember, I pulled the other one, right? And it was asking for help. You are very powerful, and I'm here to support your growing power. It's right for you to receive this help as we function as a team. I've heard your prayers, worries, and affirmations. I'm pouring my cornucopia of prosperity upon you now to expect unforeseen windfalls and gifts. Notice the new ideas, feelings, and visions within you. This guidance gives you clear direction about actions to take in conjunction with my assistance. Together, we're unstoppable. So that is, yeah. I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't think you guys need much else. I didn't actually tell you what the butterfly maiden meaning is because I got distracted. Let me read it. As you go through this period of change, it's natural for you to wonder if your future is safe. I'm here to assure you that you're part of nature's cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. To bring in your desired newness, you must first allow old parts of your life to fall away. These changes are to be celebrated, not feared. Give thanks for the shedding of the old. Embrace all of the lessons it brought, and then let it go. Be giddy with excitement as the newness of the gifts that are now being bestowed upon you, and let their magic surprise and delight you. Okay. So, thank you, Leslie. I'm like, what was it? So this last card is, if you continue along the path that you guys are on, if you continue to like make, the same choices or, whatever, continue along the path that you're on, then this is the probable outcome. And that is inner goddess. And let me explain what that means, because that one is huge. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. Allow your inner feminine wisdom and dynamic beauty to rise to the surface. Wasn't this the whole talk today about stopping the comparison game? Cherish its power and meaningfulness. No matter whether your physical body is male or female, you have an inner femininity that nurtures you and guides you with its intuitive principles. Now's the time to become aware of, take excellent care of, and celebrate your magnificence. So, I hope that resonated with you guys a little bit. I got this card yesterday. So the fact that it came up for you guys, obviously what I currently am experiencing and going through, you guys must be too. So just know that we're all here to support each other. And did that resonate for anyone? Like, was that like, oh my God, like, did that help? Was that like, yes, this is happening? Like, yes, this is good stuff? Or, oh my God, no, Lauren's batshit crazy and I'm out. Yeah, no, okay. Oh, Tiffany. Oh, yay. I'm glad it resonated for you, babe. So, I know that wasn't your stereotypical coffee chat. Next week will be. If you have any questions, any comments, anything, you guys always know I'm here. I can't believe I just put myself out there like that. Kind of mind blown. Because that was never, ever something that was going to happen. Ever. I would do it on a more personal level with people. Like more one-on-one. But I've never live streamed it. So, oh, but that's like the best compliment ever. Thank you, Leslie. Oh, but yeah. So I hope that helped. I hoped that it brought a little bit of clarity. If you have yet to have a one-on-one talk with me and you're feeling like, oh my God, now I have to, because I feel like this might have opened some doors for some people, feel free to call me. Feel free to set up a chat and we'll talk. But if you're watching the replay and you weren't here to experience it as it unfolded, I'm sorry, but the message still applies to you. So if you're watching this replay, you're watching the replay for a reason. The message still applies to you. And yeah, so much love to you guys. I will see you next Tuesday. I'm going to do things a little bit differently, really quickly, just letting you guys know. It's 11/11. No shit. Oh my gosh. Yes, that was supposed to happen. So, I've purchased Crowdcast, a subscription to Crowdcast, because there are a lot of people that either aren't on Facebook, or whatever, and they want to watch and be part of our coffee chats, but they can't either make the time or whatever. So long story short, you guys don't need to worry about a thing. It's still going to be streamed live to the Facebook group, but it might just look a little different. It might look a little different than the eCam that you guys are used to. So that's all. But much love to you guys. Have a fantastic freaking day. And thank you for sharing the space with me. Wow. I can't believe that just freaking happened. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.